All right, I'm recording. So, um, this is all about graphing. I think that you guys already know how to graph points, but I want to do a quick lesson just to make sure. Um, so, which one out of these two is the x-axis? Right, it's the one that is going, what is this called when it goes left and right? Horizontal, yep, horizontal, like, and you know how you can remember the word horizontal? Like the horizon. Do you know what I mean? The horizon, like if you look out at the horizon. And this one is called vertical, which is like you know how you get measured for basketball, they test your vertical where you jump high, right? That one's called vertical. So everybody circle, this is the Y, this is the X. Where is the x-axis positive? On the right is where the x-axis is positive, and over here on the left is where the x-axis is negative. So I'm writing x negative on the left and x positive on the right. Where's the y-axis positive? On the top, and the y-axis is negative where? On the bottom. Okay, now I'm going to zoom into, actually let's just flip it over, go to the back side really quick. We're going to write down a couple things. We're going to write down that the x-axis is the horizontal one, which means that it goes left and right. It is also called the independent variable. The y-axis goes up and down. It is vertical. And that's called the what? Dependent variable. Good. And that makes sense because if you were graphing something, usually on the x-axis goes something stable like time, and on the y-axis depends on what the x-axis is. So if I said, if I said, where were you today? You'd say, well, what time are you talking about? Do you see what I mean? Like where you are depends on what time it is. So if I say, okay, where are you at 7 a.m.? You would know where you are, right? And if I said, where are you at 3 p.m., you would know where you are. But if I just said, where are you, we wouldn't know. So the y depends on the x, which is the independent variable. Okay, so we're going to try doing some of this. We're going to use a ruler, which is why we have it. And I'm going to show you how to do it. So we're going to start with the point 7, 2. I'm going to grab a marker here. Okay, this assignment is due on Wednesday. The first one, oh, we should write this on the back too. On the back, really quick, write down that when you have a point, the x comes before the y. Just in case you're ever confused, this is alphabetical. X comes before y in the alphabet. It also comes before y in a series of ordered pairs. Also, I've heard this where a fox runs across like this, a fox with an X runs across like this, and a yo-yo goes up and down, if that helps. All right, so the first point I see is 7, 2. So that means that on the X, I'm going to go to positive 7. And on the Y, I'm going to go up 2, and then I'm going to put a point. Everybody should be doing this. So over 7, up 2. And then over here, I'm going to put a I'd suggest putting a check mark next to it or a dot next to it instead of crossing it out, just in case you mess up and you have to look back and then you don't have it all scratched out. And then it's 9-2. And I'm going to use my ruler so that I have a straight line, and I'm going to connect those 2 points. And I'm going to put a check mark over here. And then I've got 9-4. Where's that dot going to go? 2 above the last one, because it's 9, and then up to 4 like this. And connect them. And then 7-4. You see how they get connected in order? This will make a picture when you're done, by the way. Be pretty funny if it didn't, if it was just random things. And then it goes back down to 7-2 for the last one. By the way, it won't always make an enclosed shape. All right, let's start at the next one. The next one says -1, 0. Where should I go for that?
So the left side of the X.
Left side of the X, and then what'd you say?
Left side of the Y.
Yes, left side of the Y. And then where should I go, up or down, for -1, 0? Stay right on the line for -1, 0. And then it goes to +1, 0, which is still on the line, but it's over here on the right. So you're going to have to make it kind of extra dark to show that there's a line there. These 0 ones get confusing. Where is 0-4? On the y-axis, yep, up here. And then it looks like it goes back to -1, 0. Again, these two are making shapes, but not all of them will. So don't feel like they all have to connect back to where they started. Why do you think it says stop?
So
If
you
you're
don't,
starting a new thing.
Yeah,
when you don't connect like all of them together.
exactly. So you wouldn't connect this square to this triangle. It's not like an Etch-a-Sketch. Have you guys ever played with an Etch-a-Sketch? Where you draw like you like take the two things, right, and you draw like a sun, and then you have to have like a little line go into the house where you draw the house. Okay, look at this one. Look at the bottom here. See how it starts at an 8, -9? This continues at the top of this one. And see how this one doesn't end at an 8, -9, so they don't always start where they begin, or start where they end. Okay. You must stay next to your partner for this one, this set, and this set, and compare your answers to each other. And then once you've done those two sets, you can move apart or stay together, I don't care. That sound good? And tomorrow, what do you need to bring to class? Your computer, awesome. Alan, I've got a request. Would you sit next to Reagan, actually, and work with Reagan on this?
Yeah.
Okay. Cameron, you need to take the test from last week. Are you ready to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. I figured you might want to take some class time to do it instead of just doing it all.